is the Primos 5000, and this is, of course, the pelletizer, which converts straw and hay into pellets. Where do we find this? Well, this is going to be... Where is it? And here it is. Now we have two items that we're going to be dealing with this. First of all, it's the Primos 5000, $320,000, 350 horsepower recommended, 9,000 liter capacity, 6 miles per hour. It will make hay and straw pellets. If we take a look at this, the refill supplies. Now this is important because this does use well, molasses and water if you have it in manual. So if you don't want to deal with that, it's going to cost you another 10 grand. But then you can go ahead on your merry way and not worry about refilling. But we have the manual one to show you if that's how you like to play. That's the only option really with this. At the bale shredder, we're gonna look at after we kind of deal with the pelletizer. But in this configuration, it is used in the field, and we'll show you that right now. So let's get into our tractor. I have a Class 960 maxed out, but even then it is a little bit hard to operate. Well, it's power hungry, let's say. Now here we have so we have lights and signals and all that good stuff. Do we have a beacon? No beacon. That's just the peripheral stuff. Now notice we have water and molasses as capacity as well as straw pellets. I have been using this a little bit, and I have used up some of the items. Water can be filled at any kind of water point or water fill point that you may have, and nothing fancy to fill it. I am just going to use this Buy Anything silo to fill the water, and it will fill the water. If you want to, if you are using the manual mode, this is where the pallet of molasses is going to come in. And we showed you where you can find it. But here it is. Here's the molasses. Actually, I'll show you again. Pallets, molasses pallet. Now, $210 is for the 80 liters. So you can get 80, 160, 240, 320, again, up to 480 liters at $760. Now here is the molasses there. Let's see if it will refill some of that. I'm pretty full on the molasses, but it does go down. There we go. Refill pallet, or refill harvester, 200 liters of molasses, 500 liters of water. And then it operates pretty much just like a baler, in the sense that you turn it on L1 and square, and then lower your pickup circle, and as you drive forward, yes, it does start off slowly, actually really slowly. There we go. Now we're picking up speed. Like I said, it is a little bit hard to pull, so finally we get up to the 6 miles per hour. See the little pellets being made and dropped? And there we go. So we're making pellets in the field. Cool. Now, of course, if you're going to switch to hay pellets, you're going to have to empty your hopper. So I do believe the 9,000 liters, yes, will be, yeah, the capacity of the pellets. It does fill up quite fast. Right. Oops. Yes, you cannot hire a worker, by the way. So, how do you empty it? That's a good question. We'll show you right now. Now, another feature of this mod is, if we take a look at our trailers, every trailer, except for the forage trailers, notice at the end here we have pellets, straw and hay pellet capacities. So yes, let's find a forage trailer. Even the forage trailers hold hay and straw pellets, for basically every trailer holds them. How about auger wagons? No. None of the auger wagons. Oh, wait a minute. What is this one? That's the SUW 5000. That's a silage auger wagon that holds straw and hay pellets. The root cart. Yes. So some of the so the Colossus root cart, I just happen to have that as a mod. It does also hold straw and hay pellets. That's kind of neat. Right. So lots of options. L1 and down on your D-pad, pipes out, and that's how you unload. Let's drive forward here and unload our pellets into our truck, or trailer, shall I say, trailer. There we go. Now, do we have adjustment? No. So it is what it is, just like that. That is no adjustment on the pipe out. Now, this isn't the only, I mean, we have a couple of other ways to use this. Unload speed, not too bad. Looks like a custom let's see, custom look for the pellets. Right, so there is another way to make pellets. If you want to use this in a stationary configuration, and we're going to get to that, the bale shredder. So in this configuration, obviously it picks up straw from the ground. Now, say you have a bunch of bales, which we just made, a bunch of bales, and you want to make straw pellets out of that. So there is a way you use this. This is, let's see it again. There it is, balers. Sorry if I'm being repetitive, but here, no, not there, miscellaneous. Sorry about that, miscellaneous. There it is, the bale shredder. Now it comes like this. Now you may be wondering, oh, well, how do I move that around, or whatever that may be. No problem there. So this is how you get it. If you have a really big forklift, you could probably move it around, but a normal forklift will not move it around. This is how it comes in the store. Notice this yellow roller here on this one end. That is the connect point, or the connecting spot. And let's go ahead and lift the pickup. There we go. So here is our pelletizer. Now to hook up the bale shredder, I do believe it's the right side of the pelletizer, and you move up next to that yellow roller, and there we go. So you get this connect or attached chrome bale shredder. Now I'm going to press the X and watch what happens. So now it has converted this machine from a ground pickup to the bale shredder options. So let me get this set up with some bales, and we'll show you how that works. All right, so here we are with the, we have it all set up here now. At this point, I want to say a word of caution. I tested out the liftable bales. Do not use liftable bales with this shredder. It crashed my game. Yes, it did. So that's why I do believe I'm going to put that on the thumbnail. Do not use liftable bales. At least the one I used, the liftable bales from Yos, the liftable bales pack. As soon as, well, we'll tell you. I'll show you at what point it happened. Now, these are regular bales I bought from the store. They seem to work just fine. So let's get into it. And L1, let's start there. There we go. So I showed you how to connect this already. So let's unfold it, shall we? L1 and X unfolds the bale shredder. Make sure you have the bale shredder highlighted for that to for you to operate this. Well, it works as a unit now, but there are a couple of options here once it unfolds. So it's now unfolded. L1 and right stick up and down. We do have an adjustment here if you wish to do that, and that's the wheels. You can move the wheels up and down. R1 and right stick, there are also let's say posts that you can, stabilizers whatsoever. L1 and R1 and right stick left and right, you can extend out, well, the extension there. Right. So let's turn it on. There we go. So that is now in operation. So let's hop into our telehandler here and grab a hay bale, shall we? Because I have hay pellets in there already, so we'll have to empty it out and do a straw one. We'll do a straw one, but first of all, let's put a hay bale in there. Now, if you have round bales, this is not going to work. You're going to have to, yeah. If you're using the round baler and you made round bales, you're not going to be able to make them into pellets, at least not with this setup. Right, so here we are. Let's position this bale onto the... Now you could say, oh, the liftable bales would be so much easier with this. Yes, it would. Let's drop them. There we go. And as we drop them, notice it is slowly moving. Let's just get into the machine and it will get a better view of it. There we go. So it's slowly going to move into there. Now, up to this point, the liftable bale was working fine. No problems whatsoever. This is not a liftable bale, as I said. This is a standard store-bought bale. Hay bale, that is. And, yeah, it does take some time to move along this shredder. So everything worked fine until it touched the shredder, and that's when my game crashed with the liftable bale. Standard bales should be fine, as we'll see here. We're gonna... It is quite slow, so you would be like grabbing bales and putting them on the unit as this goes, like so. And here we go. Here's the magic moment. There we go. At that point where it did that little glitch thing, that's when my game crashed with the liftable bale. And here comes the pellets. And there we go. So quite a bit of it's as realistic as you could probably imagine. Let's see the dust coming out from underneath the unit. Very nice. And we have the molasses and the water in there. Those will go down as the bales are being, or the pellets are being made. Right, so let's move our telehandler out of the way. Yes, and when a game crashed, everything disappeared, so I have nothing left on this map. I'm going to have to reset up some of the other things that we're going to look at, but hopefully the recording still stayed there. I'm going to have to check that. Oh, I picked the wrong trailer for this. Now, let's unload these hay bale, or hay pellets. Right, let me get this set up. Alright, so here we have a bale, a straw bale. And I have made some already, so it didn't crash my game, thank goodness. And is it gonna go? I put it on a bit crooked. There it goes. It'll work its way in there eventually. And there it is, snaps in, making straw pellets. There, so straw and hay, I unloaded the hay pellets, they're over there. Straw pellets are being made. So, it's very hands-on for sure, but very neat, and it seems to work as long as you do not use liftable pallets, or sorry, liftable bales. Liftable bales, don't try. If you do, be prepared for the game to crash on you, unfortunately. So, there we have eaten them up. So, what do we do with the pellets now? Well, there's a couple of things that we can do with it. So let me set that up, and we'll show you the do believe we're going to move on to the heating plant, and then we'll do the pallet production last. All right, so what do you do with the pellets? Well, this is one thing you can do. Well, there's two things you can do with them right here in front of us. We have this. This is the heating plant that comes with this. We'll see it under, actually it's under selling points. Nope, it's under productions and factories. Sorry about that. Productions and factories, there it is. The straw pellet heat plant. Pellet heat plant, 10 slots. Is it 10 slots? Yeah, 6 slots. Sorry, 6 slots on console. And we have a selling point, there it is, a selling point, $500 for the pellet selling point. So you can sell pellets here or at the heat plant. So if you put them in the heat plant, it's a factory, it will produce money over time. Or if you want to sell it, yeah, hay pellets, straw pellets in loose only. So let's take a look at the prices there. So if we're looking at sell point, we have hay pellets and straw pellets. We can also, yeah, there it is. So straw pellets, you can see at the heating plant, that's what it's going to give us, 554. We're going to try that out. That's per 1,000 liters. The pellet sell point, actually straw pellets, you can get more money from the pellet sell point, oddly enough, at the moment. Now the heating plant won't take hay pellets, you can just sell them at the sell point. So we'll show that a little bit later. But the heat plant, here we go. So let's go down here. There we go. So straw pellets and wood chips. It actually has wood chips in there. Why did it only take that much? I thought it was full. Hold on. Okay, I'm back. We have now filled it. I do not like this fill trigger area. You have to be directly over top of this. We'll show you that later. I have cleared everything, so we have $0 income. Straw pellets, wood chips, 750 in of wood chips, 130 out. We'll see. I'm on easy economy, so we'll see how that, yeah, what that adds up to. 1,000 liters of straw pellets in and 130 out. So we're going to see how that all pans out. So we're going to go ahead. We're going to, oh, don't forget to turn them on. There we go. Turn them on. It should be it should start generating income. I'm on half speed, so it's not going to be. Let's see if I can get. Let's see if we can get some. There we go. Yeah, running. So yeah, so we're going to run it for a month and see what happens. All right, so here we are. Let's take a look at our factories, and it's straw's gone down more than wood chips. That's understandable. It uses more per cycle. Now, right, so plenty of capacity. It's not going to run out. Notice it does empty out as it empties, so when we fill it, this actually fills up, which is kind of neat. What about our income? Let's see here. What have we made for money? So as you can see here, our income, 1,900 and 1,300. So it's split between May and June because that's what it does when you have 1 day months. So we're looking at 2, 3, a little over 3 grand income over the month that we went ahead. So that's interesting. Yes, so let's show you filling it up, shall we? and I started off with a different trailer, and I've tried a few base game trailers. These are all base game trailers, by the way. Now this one seems to sort of work. This is the Kloss trailer, but as you can see, you can have to back it up right up there, like really up close to it. And yes, so it actually allowed me to fill it in. But when it got, yeah, if you're having trouble with this trigger and filling it all the way, so there we go. We put some more wood chips in there. I would say go with a larger trailer perhaps, and an end dump, not a tipper trailer. This one seemed to work really well, this Quaco base game trailer. So there's that. And we did look at the sell point already. So we're going to, yes, you know what? Let me grab some more pellets and we'll show you selling it. All right, so I got a load of hay pellets. We're just going to show you nice, easy trigger there. Let's just do a price comparison, shall we? Because we have the buy, sell everything sell point. So let's check our prices against that. Hay pellets, sell everything. So the pallet sell point at this point here looks like it's double the sell everything. So definitely advantage to having the customized pallet sell point here for sure, because it's giving you a much better price. That's not always what happens, actually, so kudos to Creative Mesh. Their sell point, custom sell point, does actually give a much better sell price than the sell everything, or the other sell point, the other modded sell points. So here we go, dumping pellets into the sell point. Very nice. Now we're going to, after this, I do believe the last one is the factory. So let me go ahead and set that up, and we have another use for the pellet 5000, that Krone 5000. But there's the heating plant and the sell point. We're going to look at the sell point again because we're going to have pallets like this of pellets of pellets. All right, so we'll be right back. All right, so I believe the last item in this pack is this. This is not there. There we go. Find it under production and factories. It is the Pellet Hall pelletizer, $175,000, 6 slots on console, which is actually very low, I do believe. Yeah. Place it down like so. Now there's a few ways you can use this. So let's go take a look at it first. We have the doors, just like the other sheds that we've seen. We have a light switch over here, L3. Right, and what do we got here? Well, we have a basically a factory setup where pellets, loose pellets go in here, and it will bag them and put them on pallets, and we will be collecting the pallets here. So right, so we have the crane. We'll show you how to reuse the crane. Now this can be this factory can be used in 2 different ways. So let me set this up here, and we'll show you the 2 different ways, and then we'll show you the factory running and all that good stuff. So there we go. So let me set it up. So here is our first setup, and now so oddly enough, even though it is under factories, you don't find it under factories or production chains, so it's a bit of an oddball in a way. So what have I done here? Well, I have thrown a bunch of hay pellets on the ground in that bin, and or hay in this one and straw in the other one. I just backed up and dumped on the ground. It was a bit awkward getting through this door and backing up and dumping in there, so you might want to use a front loader or something like that. If you're wondering where you're going to store these, other than that, the base game silos do not hold straw or hay pellets. So if you're making them, you're going to either have to dump them on the ground, or possibly some of the modded silos might work. I don't have any modded silos loaded in on this map at the moment, so they may or may not work. Probably some of them will. Anyways, let's talk about the crane. So we have a crane up here, and basically you're going to take the crane, pick up product, and dump it into this hopper here. And how do we do that? Well, we got a crane logo or thingy here. Let's enter the vehicle, and here we are. So this is camera number 1. We have camera number 2, which I think this one is the best one, or this one here. We also have this camera view, and then back to this one. So let's just stick with this one. Controls. Controls are a little bit odd, I think, and you may not like it. Toggle crane. So we have a couple of different ones. We have a Bale pickup, so that might come in handy later on. We'll show you. We have this. That's for pallets, and yes, so you can use this for pallets. But right now, we have this one, R1, right stick, left and right, and up and down. So that's pretty basic there, left and right. So that's right stick, left stick, R1 and left stick. Now this is left and right, which is back and forth, and up and down is side to side. I think that's backwards, I do believe. You can't move the camera either when you're in this mode. So if you want to move your camera, you have to let go of it and then move your camera around, and then R1, and this is where your... So left and right is forward and backward, and up and down is left and right. Yes, I know it's confusing. I don't like it at all, but that's how it is. So let's position our this and lower it down, and L1 and R1, right stick up, there we go, and let's fill our, there we go, we have it filled. So R1 and up, left stick up, and to the side, there we go. It's a little awkward, yes, I know. Are we positioned here? So we got hay pellets. Let's open it up, and there we go, and look at it go. Let's watch it, and it's pretty quick. Look at that. Straw pellets. Ba-bam. Right, and oh, it's fast. Let's see, 6 bag, today's output until now. So we got the L1, or sorry, left, top left. It's showing you. We got another 40 seconds of 35 seconds. It kind of lots of information there. Fill level straw pellets, 7%. So there it is. Now let's see what happens if we throw some hay. R1. There we go. Let's grab some hay pellets. There we go. And up, up, up. Come on, up. Up. There we go. Up. Not very oh, come on. Not very intuitive with the controls. I am struggling. All right, let's open this up. And yes, okay, so it looks like you can put both in there. Yeah, I think. Right, so that's method number one, basically. Now, let's move that crane out of the way. Some of you might like using that crane. As I said, I do not. There is another, it goes all the way to the end, from end to end. So, there we go, we have, oh, it's putting both, is it putting both? Oh, the hay pellets, the hay bags are they loading? It's hard to see. Can we get up? Oh. It's straightening them out. But they're waiting because I've got straw. Oh no, they're packing them both on top of each other. That'll be interesting to see. Did I mess it up? Are you not supposed to? Oh, we can go in here. There we go. Right. Right. So let's do this a different way. I have put some in a bucket. A telehandler, hay pellets in my bucket. Like so. I think that's a whole lot easier. Let's see if this is going to finish this pellet, or pallet. Oh, pallets and pellets. Right. And not yet full. Kind of neat. Now, while we watch this, there is one other way to do this, and that is by using how many do they stack in one on one? There we go. So there we go. We got a pallet. We have a mixed pallet, so you don't have to. Oh, and it wraps it too. Look at that. Straw. Oh. So even though I have both on there, it's only listing, oh, it converted into straw. So there is the drawback. So you're going to want to only do one type at a time, otherwise it will convert it. Yeah, if you mix the pallet, it appears that you'll end up with whatever has the most on there is going to be what it is. Now, okay, let's get this out of here. And oh, right. So we'll show you how to use the next method if you don't like the pellets on the floor and dealing with pellets like that, and you want to, yeah. So let me set it up, and we'll show you the second way to use this. After much a little bit of frustration, here it is set up here. So we have backed in the pelletizer, the Primus 5000, with the bale shredder attached, pipe out into the bin here, and yes, so as mentioned before, the crane has an option, toggle crane. So we have a bale grabber option. It is awful. I tried my best to use it. It does not grab onto the bale. It does not grab onto the bales very well. It is very awkward to use for me anyways. It is not, and this is at the, notice here, it is at its highest point there. And if you have a bale on there, well, it I guess you'd have to pull it all the way over here and then move over here and then go back. Oh, it's just this. This is going to mess up my control. I don't often say this, but I really hate this crane. I refuse to use the crane anymore. It's just totally messing up. So, telehandler, bale grabber, put the bale on the shredder. Yes, I'm sorry. I rarely say I hate anything, but L1 and triangle, drop the bale. The crane is, for me, it's unusable. I do not. So, the key to running this is, I did forget to mention before, you have to have the, let me find it here. Automatic engine start. So game settings and automatic engine start off. Why do you need that off? Because you want your vehicle to continue running while you are placing stuff on this shredder. So let's turn it on. There we go. So when we get out, this machine is run by the tractor. So if you have automatic engine start on and you get out of your tractor, the tractor will turn off. So you must have that set to off, so that your vehicle will continue to run. And again, so what we're doing here is obviously making pellets, shredding bales, making pellets, and the pellets will automatically drop into there, hopefully. Let's see here. We're going to try this out right now, and it should pop in there. I put it on a little crooked. As I said, this is not the fastest machine in the world. Come on, there we go. So, we should be producing, yes, there we go. So now it's automatically making pellets, dumping the pellets in there, and making hay bags, and we'll be making pallets of hay. Right, so we're going to make another pallet of that. We're going to get, I guess we'll put another bale on there. Right, so we're going to continue with this process here, and then we're going to, we got another one. Nice. Right, and so then, yes, shall we even try it? Oh my goodness. Okay, let's give this one more. I know I really said I really didn't want to use this anymore, but I guess I'm a glutton for punishment. So let's go over here and select our pallet lifter thingy, and let's see if we can pick up a pallet. Oh no, that way. Oh, these controls. Oh my goodness. There's no way. Maybe if you look at it this way, yes. Okay, so you have to be okay. If you approach the crane in this direction, the R1 and the controls left stick forward and backward are now, and left and right. That is, yeah. That is how you have to look at it for the controls to make any kind of sense. All right, let's see if we can pick up. It doesn't even, okay, we're gonna have to, okay, lift it up, lift it up, lift it up, lift it up. We can't, it doesn't go far enough to lift it up off of the, no, it doesn't. Well, how are you supposed to pick those up if the crane doesn't go far enough over? It doesn't. Oh my goodness. All right, well. Okay, let's get this crane out of the way. I'm done with it. I am totally done with it now. That's it. I probably messed it up. Now we have a pallet on the ground. Right, so we have pallets. Let's get this out of the way. And I'm gonna go grab a forklift, and we're gonna go sell these pallets of pellets. Here we go, finally. Let's hop into our forklift here and see if we can not screw this up. There we go. All right, so we have grabbed our pallet. Let's get that on there a little bit better, shall we? There we go. All right, let's scoot on over to our sell point. I have no doubt that the sell point will take this pallet of pellets. Now, oh, let's, nope, let's go into sheds and the pallet and bale storage. Let's throw one in there and then we'll try and sell one. So, there we go. Because that, of course, would be quite handy if you want to store them, because there is a 200 pallet limit on maps. So if we go over here, I'd be shocked if it didn't. And there it is. So you can have your pallet warehouse and store your pallets in here, and once you store them in here, your pallet limit is like, you can store many more in there than 200, the 1,000. But just remember, if you've 200 pallets on a particular map is the maximum. So if you see a notification saying you have too many pallets, then you have pallets on the on your map that you need to either sell or put into storage. So very nice to see that they actually provided a pallet storage, and it is quite a large one and a big one, so that's kind of neat. Now this one we're going to go sell, and then we'll wrap things up. I think that's covered everything, hopefully, anyways, as best as I could without spending all day doing it. So here we go. Here's our sell point, and bam, just like that. So at the current price, $1,799. And let's just see. So it doesn't differentiate between a pallet of pellets or loose pellets. So interesting. Now the fluctuations, because this is new on the map, the fluctuations are going to change. But looks like top price is $1,000. I'm on easy economy. The pallet sell points, it's at 1,200 right now. So, like I say, that'll change. But right, there you go. Quite the role play type thing. It's quite involved. This is definitely quite an interesting pack, the Straw Harvest Pack by Creative Mesh on Farming Simulator 22. So thank you all for watching, and remember, it's only a game. So till the next one, bye for now.